welcome back to A Dash of Drama. We are here with Eden, and this is episode 1. She is just here currently sitting on her computer, and we are trying to get her to learn a little bit of mischief. She is working away at some of her skills because, as we know, she is a dastardly sim, so she does have to get her mischief up. We are going to be working on trying to get her to make some enemies and working on some of those skills. But as you can see, she doesn't have a whole lot of money, so we will have to get her out and about in the community and try to collect her some money and things like that. I did get her set up on her career path, so we will work on that as well. But she has a lot of things that she needs to go ahead and get going in this episode for her to meet her mischief skills, and we need to obviously get her some funds. So yeah, she's just trying to get herself a little bit of a start here, which is fantastic. So as we know, we had left off in the intro, she had kind of fallen in love at first sight with some people, and well, there was an attraction to one and she had fallen in love with the other, but they also had a little bit of a bad relationship, so they didn't really hit it off, but she was in love with him, and it was really kind of strange. So we'll have to see how those relationships go on in this first episode and see how she does. But we are definitely going to have to just progress with her and see how she carries on in this first portion of her life. I am just going to kind of clean up here a little bit in her apartment, and once she gets a little bit more of her mischief skill under her belt, we're going to probably take her out in the world and see if we can find a little bit of things that she can scavenge for or dig for, and maybe look for some frogs. Just a way for her to be able to make a little bit of money. It is currently fall in the game, and so we do want to just look around and see if there's anything that she can do. It doesn't look like right now she's going to be able to fish because it's still a little cold, it looks like. So I'm not exactly sure. The plants aren't quite ready to harvest because they haven't quite spawned yet in the world because it is a brand new save. So we're just going to have to wait for things to get ready to load for us to be able to do anything. But there are some things here that we can dig. So I'm going to go ahead and send her out to dig here, and if we come across anyone that she can kind of converse with, we will see if we can create some relationships with some people in the community that she comes across out and about while she's out doing these, like looking and scavenging and digging for items. But right now our top priority is going ahead and making some money, because she does have a little bit of time before she has to go into her first shift. So I just want to look around the area and see if we can come across some funds, looking for things that we can dig or things that we can scavenge for frogs and things like that. But it looks like there's only that one dig site. So we'll have her go ahead and run out there and do a little bit of digging and get that at least in our inventory and ready to go. So she's currently feeling fine. She is not in any spectacular moods or anything like that, but we will go ahead and send her out. If she comes across any people that she can meet, we'll go ahead and let her meet them and see if we can get her to have some Sims to dislike her. I don't want everyone in the community disliking her. I mean, yes, of course, she is supposed to be a devious Sim. She's supposed to have people that dislike her. But I also want her to be able to make some friendships, make some relationships, and have people in her life that she could potentially have a relationship with. I mean, she does have to actually have someone that she dislikes that she ends up later being able to fall in love with. So that is a goal that we have to meet for her. But at the same time, I want her to have maybe someone that she could have as a confidant. It looks like there is someone here at the park, so maybe we could sit down after we do some scavenging and we can chat with them. And that gentleman over there on the bench is actually the person that she has a little bit of a poor relationship with, but she fell in love with at first sight. So we'll do a little bit of talking with him and see if we can build on their relationship a little bit and see how that turns out. Find out a little bit more about him and what he's all about. Obviously, we're going to need to know, is he in a relationship with anyone, and is it something that we can pursue, or how can we go about building on that relationship? Since they already don't like each other, I mean, they're not disliked, they just kind of have a poor relationship currently. Is it something that we can build on? Can we make him dislike us and then make him fall in love with us? I think it's going to be really easy to make him dislike us, because every single time we talk to him, our relationship goes into the red. So I don't think that's going to be very difficult for that to be able to be made happen. They just really do not get along. But it would seem that she still is just like smitten over him, and she can't help herself. She just really feels like she wants to be with him. So maybe it could be someone that she could end up being in a relationship with. She is doing some mischievous actions with him, but it looks like he is actually married. So if we decide that he's someone that we want to be with, I think she's going to have to be dastardly, and she's going to have to break up their marriage and steal him away from his spouse. I do think that is something that she potentially would be open to doing, just because of the type of person that she is. So we could always keep that open as a potential thing that she would definitely do, because as we know, she's definitely not this really nice person. She is a person that likes to cause mayhem. She is a person that likes to have drama in her life, and she likes to cause havoc in people's lives, and she's not against, wreaking havoc. So being a homewrecker is not something that she would frown upon. And I think that in her mind, she's thinking, look, we may have a little bit of a relationship that is rocky, and we may not get on all that well, but when I saw you, I fell in love with you, and I think that we should be together, and I am willing to do whatever it takes to make this relationship work. And I think that even though we have a poor relationship, I could potentially have you fall in love with me, and I could steal you away from your woman. And so I think that she is thinking to herself, I could totally win him over to my side. She's upset that he's walked away from her when she's trying to carry on with him, because she does find that she has feelings for him. But she is also feeling a little bit tense just from the overall conversation that they had, because truly they don't get along. So even though he kind of gets under her skin and he makes her a little bit crazy, overall, she does have these feelings of romance towards him as well. So she is feeling a little bit conflicted within herself over him. And she's not really sure what she's supposed to do. She's not really sure how she's supposed to feel about that, because on one hand, she really doesn't like him all that much. But on the other hand, she's dying to be with him. And so she's like torn. She's just thinking, well, what am I supposed to do? Like, the heart wants what the heart wants. This is another gentleman that was at her house when we first started the intro, and she obviously does not get on with him either, but she's going to go over, she's going to have a little bit of a conversation with him. I think this will be another gentleman that she could make dislike her. She's going to go ahead and kind of pick on him a little bit. And she has realized that she dislikes cerebral sims. He is a cerebral sim. And she's like, oh, you're just a smarty pants. I don't really care for that. And as you can see, their relationship is going up in the red really quickly. And she is realizing she really dislikes him. She does not care at all to really be around him or to have anything to do with him. All she really wants to do is pick on him. And she's kind of giving him a little bit of a hard time. And she's like, I don't like what you stand for. I don't like what you're wearing. I don't like how you look. I don't like what you're talking about. And so she's really picking on him. She's really giving him a hard time. And as you can see, she has this first person that has disliked her, and it is this gentleman here. And she is thinking, I'm well on my way to, being disliked. And that makes her happy. Like, she is okay with the fact that he doesn't like her because she doesn't necessarily care for him either. And she's perfectly okay with that. And, you know, she's okay that he knows that she doesn't care for him. And she's perfectly fine with the fact that they have decided that they're not going to be friends, that they're going to be enemies. And she's like, look, you know, you don't have to like me. I don't have to like you. There's room enough in this community for the both of us. And he's like, I don't know what I did to you. I don't know why you have to be this way. And she's like, this is just who I am. You can either take it or leave it. Just talk to the hand. And he's like, wow, you are a really rude individual. And she's like, whatever. You can just, you know, see your way out of here. So those two do not get on. They definitely don't like each other. We're going to go ahead and send Eden on to the house. We're going to let her take care of some things that she needs to take care of. She is going to be heading off to work soon, I believe. So we're just going to make sure that she gets on home, and if she needs to take care of any of her needs, we'll let her do that before she has to head off to her shift. And so that'll be perfect for her. I'm not sure if she needs to eat anything, or maybe she could go ahead and take care of some of her hygiene or things like that. As a matter of fact, she did have that muffin while she was at the park, so she may be okay as far as not needing to eat anything, but we will check and make sure she doesn't need to bathe before work or anything like that. And we'll make sure that she has sold the collections that she did dig up while she was out and about hanging around the park there. So we're going to open up this chest that she found, and we're going to see what's inside, and we'll sell that. And it looks like the mail has run, so we'll go ahead and check the mail and see what we got in the mailbox. All right, so we did get some bills. We're going to go ahead. We have to pay our bills, which unfortunately does take away some money from us, which we hate. But the bills do have to be paid. I'm going to go on and send her off to the washroom and just make sure we get her ready for her shift at work. And she is going to maybe get on the computer here a little bit before she has to go in and do a little bit more of her mischief stuff. She's kind of feeling a little bit enraged right now. I might see if I could get her to do a little bit of reading, and maybe that can get her a little bit calmed down, because she just needs to kill a little bit of time before she has to go into work. We obviously want her to do a little bit of personal growth here. So I'm just going to have her have a little bit of time to herself to read and do a little bit of skill building while she's waiting for her shift to happen. It looks like Halloween's coming up soon, which is going to be fantastic, and I'm sure that on Halloween she will love that. Being that she is a mischievous sim, she's going to be able to trick or treat or hand out candy, and she can do dastardly things to those people. So she is enjoying being at home. She's enjoying this time to herself. She does feel pretty happy right now. I think she did enjoy that meal that she had when she was out at the park. So it must have been a good cupcake. It wasn't even hers. She just stole it from someone. But she did enjoy it nonetheless. But we are going to go ahead and just speed things up here and let her read this book. And then we will get her ready to head off to work. She does have to go to work here in a few hours' time. And so we'll be seeing her head on off to work. Maybe I can get her to just socialize a little bit with some of these people that are in her inventory relationship panel. I was gonna maybe see about inviting them over, but maybe we'll wait on that, just because I don't want them coming over and then her having to head off to work, because I think that might be a little bit rude if she kind of leaves when they're over visiting. So we'll just leave that and maybe not invite them over right away. So I'm just gonna go ahead and send her out for a little bit of a jog and let her get some exercise in before she has to go off to her shift, and she will get a little bit of fitness in. I think that she would be a person that would want to keep up on her health and would be kind of conscientious about that. I think that she is someone that takes pride in her physique, and she is not necessarily maybe a health nut, but I think that she does think to herself, you know, I want to stay healthy, I want to stay fit, and I think that is important to her. I just found something that she can dig up. Okay, maybe stop running and let's go ahead and dig up this, and we can see if it can get us a little bit more money, because that is really important. So Eden, go ahead and stop running for now. Let's go ahead and dig this up and see what we get. So she's going to go ahead and come over here. We're going to dig this up and we're going to see what we get from this. Hopefully we'll get something good that we can sell, and that will be good for us. We can maybe check and see if this has come up, then maybe there are other things in the area that we can dig up as well, or some, other frogs. Okay, so she got a fossil. We're going to go ahead and sell that. So we got 75 simoleons for that. So that's fantastic. So we'll look around the area and see if there's anything else that she can do. Maybe it is enough time has gone by that there are some plants that are available to be harvested, and there might be some frogs and things that she can do. We may even see about getting her over to go fishing and things like that. So we'll take a look and see if anything has spawned, which will be wonderful. And if not, then she'll just have to do that tomorrow. Has anything happened? No, but let's go ahead and get her over here. We'll go fishing and see if she can catch any fish. And it doesn't look like the plants are ready quite yet. So Eden's going to come over. We're going to get her fishing. She's going to try her hand at that and see if she is any good at the fishing expedition. And hopefully she will be able to do some fishing, and we will be able to catch something. Obviously, we are doing anything we can to bring some money into the house at this present moment, because she needs money to cook, and she needs money just because at this present moment she's broke. Even though she does have a job, she hasn't gone into her first shift yet, so she's not making any money. So every little bit at this point counts. And so she's like, maybe I can learn how to fish, and maybe I could, bring in a little bit of funds. Every little skill that I gain is, just bettering me. So we're just going to get her over here. We're going to let her fish. We're going to see how she does. Hopefully she is smarter than the fish. Like, if we're being honest, sometimes that doesn't work out. It really doesn't. But she's going to do a little bit of fishing. We're going to see if she can catch anything. No, she's not doing well. She's going to try again. Come on, Eden, you can do this. Surely you can catch at least one fish. She's like, I don't know that I can. I'm trying, but I'm not doing a good job at it. It looks like they're too crafty for her. All right, so she has not done well with the fishing. She's not caught anything. She's going to go ahead and head over here, and she is going to just get a little bit of conversation in with this person. She's like, I need some more people to not like me. So she's decided that she's going to talk to this guy. And they instantly don't like each other. Like, she is really good at not liking people, and people instantly don't like her. Oh my God, she just decided to instantly autonomously throw a drink in his face. Oh, well, she tried. It was frozen. Like, he laughed at her. He's like, I guess that didn't work out very well for you. And she's like, don't you mind yourself. Like, honestly, just because that didn't work out the way I had planned doesn't mean that, I can't still insult you. I don't know, who you think you are. And he's like, who I think I am? You are the rudest person I have ever met. And she's like, what did you say to me? And so instantly they get in a fight. Oh, but she got her butt kicked. Okay, well, she has been disliked by 2 people and has met her milestone here, but she did get her butt whooped. So she's been in her first fight. She's well on her way to being a public enemy. And she's proud of that. She is, but I think that she kind of was thinking that she was going to be a little bit tougher than she is, and she got her butt stomped. She's feeling a little bit tense now from this fight. She's also a little bit dazed because she has a black eye. She did lose that fight. She is, she's a little bit of a tough girl, but honestly, she's not as tough as she thought she was, because that guy gave her a run for her money. And oh, we've got some things over here that we can deal with. So I am going to have her go ahead and just deal with some of these things. Why don't you come back over here? Where do you think you're going? Okay, you're going to go home. All right. We'll send her on home. I do think some of those plants and things are ready, so we may have to send her back over there in a little bit. But she's like, I am just seriously dazed right now, and I need a minute. I just need a minute. We're going to let her go and soak in the bath because she is feeling like her body is sore from that fight. And I really feel kind of bad for her. So she's going to have herself a little bit of a hot soak in the bathtub to ease her muscles after getting beat up and kind of lick her wounds. She kind of thought that she was going to be a little bit tougher than she is, and she unfortunately is not. So we do need to get some better situation as far as our bills go. And so we do need to make more money because right now we just don't have what we need. We have our basic bills, but we need to get premium bills. And so I am waiting to get a little bit more money so that we can upgrade our package. So after we make a little bit more funds, we will upgrade from basic to premium, and then she will be able to do more things on the computer. But first we have to make some more money. So she's gonna go ahead and make a meal here, and then once she has eaten something, she is going to probably go ahead and get herself ready for her job, and that's good. She's like, okay, well, I've made my meal, I'm gonna eat something, and I'm gonna get myself ready to go and do what I need to do. She's feeling really awkward, really embarrassed that, you know, she got beat up. Like, I think she really is surprised by the fact that she didn't win that. But she's gonna go ahead and head off to work, and I'll see you when she's back. All right, so she has returned, and we are just going to go ahead and let her go on inside and get herself a little bit of shut-eye for the evening, and then in the morning we will go ahead and see if anything has come up from spawning and harvest the plants. All right, it is the next morning. Eden is going to get herself ready to go on outside. It is officially Halloween, so hopefully she'll be able to see some trick-or-treaters today, and she'll be able to do that. I don't know if we'll see that in this episode because I may run out of time, but I am going to send her out. We're going to look and see if there's anything that she can go ahead and harvest. I think there should be some things here. Yes, we have some frogs, and there's probably some plants that we can even go ahead and harvest. She's got some dig spots here, so I'm just going to go ahead and queue up for her to take care of some of these things. We can harvest and dig and look for frogs, and we absolutely love that. So I'm going to have her go out and do all of these things that need to be done in the area, and hopefully we'll be able to make ourselves a little bit of money, and we absolutely love that. So she's going to tend to all of this, and we will be able to sell some things for some money, and then I'll be able to get her bills upgraded. So that is some wonderful news for her. She's going to be really excited. We do have a little over 100 simoleons here already. Like I said, I am trying to upgrade her package at the house so that she can use her computer to its full capacity, because right now she's not able to do that because she only has basic service at the house. So we are going to obviously need to sell the things that she comes across so that we can make as much money as we possibly can in order to upgrade that package. And I think it costs like 200 and something, 300 and something to do that. So we're going to breed these frogs, we'll sell the frogs, and we'll make sure that we have enough money for her to be able to get what she needs at the house. So she's just gonna harvest everything in the area, and we will sell everything that we need to sell, which is gonna be wonderful. She's feeling like she's in a fine mood. She's like, this is wonderful. I've been waiting for this stuff to be ready to be gathered, and it's ready, and so she's really feeling on top of the world here. I am loving that we are hitting the jackpot. All right, so she's gonna go harvest these last few things, and that will be fantastic. And then we'll send her on home so that we can go ahead and get that package for the internet and the lights and the trash and all of the things that we need. So she's just gonna go harvest these last couple of items here. Oh, it looks like someone's coming over to talk to her. So I'm just gonna sell these items really quickly while we wait for him to come over and chat with her. And we'll see what he has to say. As we know, these two don't get along. They are definitely enemies. And so she's like, hello, what do you need? And he instantly just walked up and started fighting her. Oh my goodness. That's the second fight in 2 days that she's been in. She's like, what the hell is wrong with you? So she's defending herself, and she is becoming a fighter, okay? A fighter. She's not, like, she's holding her own, okay? She is holding her own. Who is gonna be the winner of this? Oh my god. Nope. I don't think she won. No, she didn't. Once again, she got her ass whooped. And I think she's like, are you kidding me? I'm just out here collecting plants and doing what I need to do, and this guy walks up out of nowhere. They're enemies now. Their relationship is all the way in the red. They are complete enemies, and she's like, I don't know who the hell you think you are, but you better not darken my doorstep ever again. You do not want to cross paths with me. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the premium package here on our bills. And then we are going to head her on home. I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in the next Dash of Drama with Eden, where hopefully she's able to make a little bit of headway in the romance department with that gentleman that she is on off with. And we'll see if she's going to continue to get into more brawls. I don't know what her deal is, but we hope that the fighting kind of decreases a little bit. I'm hoping she's able to continue on her public enemy journey, but at the same time, I don't want her continuing to get her ass beat. Like, I just don't. But until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.